Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and today I am doing a video for a new company that I discovered online, and they have some really unique products, and I will have a link below to their website as well, so you can check out all they offer. So, the company name is Wilderness Family Naturals, but it says also Wildly Organic is on the top, but it says by Wilderness Family Naturals, so I guess they go by both names. I'm not quite sure what their I guess their business name is Wilderness Family Naturals, but their website is, I think, Wildly Organic is the website. So what they have about their products that are very unique is they sell a lot of different nuts, but what they do is, if you're not aware, that nuts have phytic acid naturally occurring, and they're enzyme inhibitors, and that's to protect them in nature when they grow. So if you don't soak them, it's hard to absorb the nutrients from them. So what they do with their products is they go ahead and do that for you. They soak them and then they dehydrate them at low temperatures so they retain their nutritional value. So you might pay a little more premium for them, but like they say, you get what you pay for. So if you're someone who likes to eat a lot of nuts, you may not be actually absorbing all the nutrients that are in there. So the point is you're buying the nuts and eating them and you're not seeing the benefit. I don't know if it applies as much for seeds, but there are companies that also soak and dehydrate their seeds. But I guess it's good to do them all. But we're all guilty. I mean, I'm guilty as charged. I eat stuff that it's not soaked and dehydrated. So that's just the way it goes. So I have a bunch of different nuts here and then some other products. So this is going to be an intro video where I'm going to talk to you about the products that I have, try some of them, and then I'm going to also follow up and do a recipe video in the future. So I have their nuts here. I'm going to start with their Brazil nuts. This comes in a 7-ounce package. This is what it looks like. It's a resealable bag. I always put my nuts in the freezer to preserve them as far as like them staying fresh. You can put them in the fridge. It says to keep them in a dry place, but I prefer to do it that way. So these are soaked and dehydrated at low temperatures, like I said. Excellent source of selenium, magnesium, and copper. Good source of manganese, thiamine, and phosphorus. They are USA organic, and this applies to all of them as far as some of the information. USDA organic, non-GMO, project verified, kosher, vegan, and raw. They're also produced in a facility that processes other nuts, but never peanuts. Other tree nuts, excuse me. And they also have usually a desiccant or an oxygen absorber in here to preserve the freshness. So I'll tell you a little bit about these and the nutritional information, and then go ahead and try it. So these wildly organic Brazil nuts are grown in South America and represent the highest quality organic Brazil nuts available. They're shelled with care, yielding high-grade, large whole nuts. These nuts are, quote, activated using a soaking and low-temperature dehydrating method in our facility. By soaking nuts, phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors that may interfere with nutrient absorption are broken down. We then dehydrate them at low temperatures to preserve nutrients, micronutrients, and enzymes. The end result is a crispy, great-tasting raw nuts. And we take extra measures such as excellent quality control, cold storage, and vapor barrier packaging to preserve freshness and ensure that you receive only the best. And they say they're independent by nature. This wildly organic helps nourish healthy lives with a line of minimally processed foods made for exceptional quality and taste. An independent family-owned company since 2000, we are committed to sharing wholesome food that is responsibly sourced and produced. I think I remember when they first started, I think I might have seen the name Wilderness Family Naturals, and then they kind of changed. So I guess it's like they're using both in different ways. They're based out of, looks like it says in Minnesota. So this one has 7 servings per container. A quarter cup is 1 serving. It's high in fat because that's how nuts are, 19 grams, 4 grams of protein. So it's got 4% iron, 4% calcium, 4% potassium, and selenium is where it goes through the roof. It's 1,045% for that quarter cup. 26% magnesium, 55 copper percent, 18% phosphorus, and 17% thiamine, which is vitamin B1, and 17% manganese. So I'm going to go ahead and try this. I like Brazil nuts. I haven't had them in a while, so yeah, they're really nice, and here's what that looks like. And I find Brazil nuts to be they're high in fat, but like a really intense, more flavor, kind of like a macadamia. Now, not everyone eats nuts just by themselves, so they tend to be dry. They don't have any, they have a little bit, they have some kind of a flavor, but it's not like when you eat something and you put it in something else. So, nuts, you could do so many things with them. You could use them for making like a nut cheese, a nut milk, You could use them for desserts, like pie crusts, or grind them up, and put them into some kind of dessert that you're making. So there's endless options for what you can do. You could, take pieces and put them in your salads and stuff like that, or in different. It's just endless. So the options are out there. So the next one I have is their walnuts. Excuse me. And this is a 4.5 ounce resealable bag. And again, same information about the organic and all that, so I don't repeat that, or about the soaking and all that. So it says they're an excellent source of copper and manganese, good source of magnesium, and they have 2.5 grams of omega-3, and 10.7 grams omega-6 per serving. And it says these are premium grade full halves. They purchase them from family farms in California. And the same information applies as well to here. So these have 4 servings per container. A third of a cup is a serving, 190 calories, 18 grams of fat, 4 grams of protein, 6% iron, 3% calcium, 8% phosphorus, 12% magnesium, 56% copper, so there's the high copper, and 43% manganese. So go ahead and open this one up. So that's the walnut. If you've never seen a walnut, most people know what walnuts look like. It's good. I would never know that they were soaked and dehydrated, as far as the difference when you just buy them in the bag and eat them when they're, not done this way. Okay, so now I'm going to do the almonds. So these are a 7-ounce bag. Excellent source of vitamin E, magnesium, and manganese, and a good source of protein, fiber, phosphorus, riboflavin, and copper. So these are grown on a co-op of small family farms in California that take pride in the quality of their product. They say they're USDA grade #1 supreme non-peril almonds. And let's see, these are 170 calories for a quarter cup, and there's 7 servings, 14 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, so it's higher in protein, 6% potassium, 8% calcium, 6% iron, 40% vitamin E, 18% riboflavin, which is B2, 12% phosphorus, 20% magnesium, 15% copper, and 30% manganese. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one. So here is what the almond looks like. If you've never seen an almond. Here's the almond. They're nice. They're a smaller size. Sometimes you see really big almonds. Okay, now the final ones I have are 2 different varieties of their pecans, or pecans, however you want to say them. First, I will do the Texas ones. These are a 7-ounce bag as well. Excellent source of manganese and copper, and a good source of fiber and thiamine. So this one says that they're grown on family farm in Texas. They take pride in the quality of their product, and they purchase, these are USDA grade #1 fancy mammoth halves. And there are 7 servings per container, a third of a cup serving, 190 calories, 20% fat, 3 grams of protein. And again, some of this other stuff you can just read online. I'm just giving you some little basics just to know. Iron 4%, thiamine, which is B1, 17% copper, which is high, 44%, and manganese, which is even higher, 61%. So here is what the pecans look like if you've never had a pecan. And I find these to be a little bit kind of sweeter in flavor than the other nuts. And it seems to be a little moisture. Again, nuts are not really moist, so to speak, but compared to other things. Now these ones are called the American Native Heirloom Pecans. And they're, again, a 7-ounce package. Excellent source of manganese and copper, good source of fiber and thiamine, similar to the other ones. And I believe the nutritional information is about the same. Yes, I'm not going to go over that. But these are very unique. They are native heirloom pecans, are grown on a small family farm on wild trees in Missouri. And their farms take pride in their product, and they grow, and they purchase, this company purchases the USDA grade #1 fancy halves, highest quality organic pecans, they say, and they're unique because they're smaller, with a sweeter, more buttery flavor than more typical pecans. So let's go ahead and try those. So you'll see the difference in the size. Once I show you, you'll be surprised how small they are. They're like super small. I'm trying to get one that's completely whole. Some of them are a little bit broken up. Here we go. That is the size of it. So that's pretty amazing. And they definitely are sweeter. You could just munch on these. They're really nice. So the final 2 products that I have are, and again, they sell lots of products, so you got to check out the website. They have a lot of coconut products. So I'm not going to try this one. This is their coconut flour. It's gluten-free. Let's just see that. It's high in fiber and high in iron. It's a 16-ounce resealable package. Everything is pretty much the same as the others. It says this one says it's certified gluten-free. So if you have gluten issues and you're staying away from gluten, and you want another option for a flour, I don't use flour like the way other people do for baking. I shouldn't say I don't bake. I mean, I put things in the oven. I don't necessarily bake like cakes or cookies or stuff like that. I've used coconut flour like sprinkled in a salad because of the high iron content and protein and also fiber. I've used it to thicken a soup. You could use it in a smoothie. So you could use it in other things. It doesn't have to be the way most people use flour. So what they say about their flour is it's certified gluten-free, made with organic coconuts, and it's an excellent source of dietary fiber as well as iron, and is naturally low in digestible carbohydrates. And the coconuts are dried at low temperatures and then pressed slowly so no heat is generated and no toasting occurs. Hence they call it raw because of that. I'm saying that, but that's why. And this yields an organic coconut flour that is considered raw and is white rather than light tan of other brands. So as far as the nutritional information, if you want to go by that, if you're doing it for something that you need to know, it's 15 servings, a quarter cup is a serving, 120 calories, 4 grams of fat, really high in dietary fiber. It's 12 grams. So people go with the carbohydrate, like people who don't eat carbs or trying to stay low carbs, you take the carbs to the fiber and minus it. So it's got 18 grams of carb per serving, but then 12 grams of fiber. So that means it only has a net 6 carbs, which is really low. But you're getting so much fiber, that's why. And it's got 6 grams of protein and then a whopping 20% iron for that quarter cup. So it's very high in iron, for good protein, good fiber. So, you might want to use it in other ways like I was suggesting. The final product I have is their coconut flakes. These are dehydrated, unsweetened fine flakes. And they're low temperature dehydrated, and it says everything else is pretty much the same: raw, organic, non-GMO, etc. This is a really big package. It's a nice gold package. It's 16 ounces, resealable. And what they say about the coconut flakes is they're 100% natural, raw, organic coconut flakes dehydrated at low temperatures. They say 98 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll notice a delicate crispness when you crunch into them and a melting of the delicious coconut oils as they dissolve in your mouth. This package contains 100% coconut flakes with nothing added. And so it's half a cup is a serving. It says there's 16 servings, 185 calories, 18 grams of fat, 2 grams of protein, 5% vitamin C, which is interesting. I never knew they had vitamin C in coconut flakes. 2% calcium and 19% iron. So it is high in iron too for that half a cup. So I am going to go ahead and try this. I don't normally eat coconut flakes like this by themselves because they're really fine. I've eaten coconut chips or things that are a little bigger, as a snack. But I'm going to go ahead and try this and show you what it looks like. Close up the bag here. Oh, and I wanted to say, if I didn't say it, because I think I poured it in the program, that when you're using a resealable bag, it has a side that has like a groove in it and a side that doesn't. It's better to pour from the side if you're going to pour it and not use a spoon. Pour it from the side that doesn't have the groove, because what happens is it'll get stuck in that groove, especially with flours and stuff like that, or powders that you're using, if they're in a package. So this is what the coconut flakes look like, and I'm going to go ahead and try it. Definitely like they're saying, like it's crunchy. I'm getting the crunchiness. And again, it's unsweetened, so there's no sweetness. It's naturally sweetness, but it's not like it's sweet. And it does melt in your mouth. You can taste the oils from the coconut. So yeah, again, this could be used in so many ways too, like I mentioned with the flour. You could sprinkle it on your salad and your soups, on your rice, quinoa, whatever. It could be for a sweet dish, a savory dish. It kind of has it has no barriers. Not that anything really does if you choose to mix and match different things: sweet, sour, salty, pungent, whatever you want, bitter. But coconut lends itself to just about anything as far as flavors. So that's it for today. I'm just going to go through the products again just to tell you what I tried today and talked about. Brazil nuts, and have walnuts, and also almonds. And then we have the Texas pecans or pecans, and the American native heirloom pecans. And finally, the 2 coconut products we have here are the coconut flakes, unsweetened fine flakes, and then the gluten-free coconut flour. So I hope you will check out this brand and all that they have to offer. And look for the upcoming video again. as well with a recipe. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.